everybody and welcome back to Rosenthal Reviews. Today we are talking about The Last of Us Season 2 Episode 2.
What the hell are you? We are Venom.
Well, hey everyone, it's been a while. I hope you've been doing well. Firstly, apologies that I haven't been in the long form video section of my channel for a while. I've been away on holiday, work's been very busy, I've had some trickier family stuff going on at the moment. Point is, I'm back now and hopefully I'm here to stay. On that front, I've actually handed in my notice at work as well. I'm actually making the switch to become a tennis coach of all things. I've had a desk job for a number of years. I thought, hey, let's get out there, be a little bit more active, enjoy life a little bit more. And I'm hoping that's going to give me a little bit more time to focus on Rosenthal reviews as well. With the channel, I want to be creating my classic shorts ranking videos. I want to expand these a little bit more into long form as well, so we can get a little bit more into the detail, kind of like today's video. I also want to be going back to like the old days of Rosenthal reviews, which now I says it sounds a bit funny because that was like 6 months ago, but I mean kind of like when I first started the channel. I don't know if you remember like my opening smile sketch when there's me in the mirror, the stuff that I've done with my Venom intro, classic things like that I want to get back to as well. I enjoy doing that, but it takes a lot more time. So hopefully you're going to see a lot more coming from Rosenthal reviews in the near future. With that, please keep giving me feedback, hit the like button, feel free to leave feedback in the comments as well. I want to hear your voice as much as possible. Anyway, with all of that said, let's get to the reason why we're here today to talk about The Last of Us. And let's get it out the way. If you haven't seen the show, including Season 2, right up to Episode 2, spoilers. Big spoilers, okay? Spoilers are happening, they be happening. Go watch the show, come back to this video, you don't want to get spoiled. So if you've been following the channel for a while, you will have seen me react to a Last of Us trailer or two, but you won't have seen me talk about the show in much depth. I have not played the game. I have gone into this HBO show with a blank slate, which I'm kind of grateful for because my gamer friends tell me that the storytelling is masterful. So seeing it with these fresh eyes, with these rumors, with the showrunner of Craig Mazin, who was responsible for Chernobyl, which I absolutely loved, high expectations for The Last of Us. But Season 1 was amazing. Joel, Ellie, their chemistry, the way they combine, add in some infected, albeit limited appearances from the infected. All of that was brilliant, but my favourite episode of Season 1 was actually Episode 3, the Bill and Frank arc. It was amazing. Brilliant TV, brilliant storytelling. It was multi-layered, and that's what I love about this show. We aren't just watching an intense one-dimensional survival story. We're seeing stories woven throughout, stories of love, hope, optimism, revenge, anger, grief, all combined into one story, and that's what I love about this show so far. So, enter Season 2. I sat down with the family ready to resume appointment TV, and Episode 1 came pretty close to that. It was a good bit of TV, perhaps on the slower side for some viewers, which I can totally understand, but it was necessary given this endgame-like 5-year time jump. We as the viewers needed time to adjust to our new surroundings. The fact that Joel and Ellie, they're in a bit of a rocky place right now, which perhaps wasn't the case in Season 1. We've got infected that are making moves, the colony's expanded. All of this needed a little bit of time to breathe. And then we get to Episode 2, and the showrunner clearly thinks, you know what, screw all this pacing malarkey, we're just going to chuck everything at the viewers. And boy did it hit. So let's talk about it. Remember what I said about the spoilers? You've been warned. So Joel dies. What? I didn't actually know. I knew from rumors from my gamer friends that something significant was going to happen in Season 2, but I didn't know it would be this. And to my horror, it was Joel getting done in the most brutal fashion. Shotgun to the leg, golf club to the knee, beaten to a bloody pulp. I'm still, I watched it yesterday. I've seen it twice now. I'm still not processing it. It's just, what? All right, let's try and make words make sense and provide some kind of commentary. Here, I liked how Joel just took it. He didn't whine, he didn't complain. All right, sure, he pointed out that he saved her life, which, let's get on to that in a second. But beyond that, he took it. I like that. It was very on brand. It was very on character for him. And I think in some way he knew that soon his chickens would come home to roost and he would be facing something like this. Once I saw Joel take a shotgun to the knee, I kind of thought, okay, this might be it, because we need a significant time jump even to have some form of physical and mental healing for Joel to be the character that he once was. But the most heartbreaking thing for me was seeing Ellie turn up just in time for the end. The way that it was cut with Ellie slowly making her way to Joel, I think potentially they were maybe positioning her to save Joel. I kind of knew it wasn't going to happen given that she'd be up against multiple military trained people, but her sobbing, screaming, "Joel, get up! Fucking get up!" Whoa. And you look to Joel, the camera pans, and you just see his face swollen, beaten. But at one of those moments, he makes this flicker of movement. You can tell he so wants to get up. Even after what he's gone through, he's been beaten practically to death, and the guy's still trying to get up for his daughter. And you see Ellie's face. He's going to get up. And he doesn't. And it just goes. Brutal. God, I'm struggling to even talk about this. I'm still kind of shocked. It's been a day and I'm still... What? Anyway, I could talk that scene to death. No pun intended. Should I include that? Yeah, screw it. I'll include it. But I guess the main question is, how do I feel about Joel dying? Well, firstly, pretty distraught. He has been my favourite character in the series to date, and once we saw Ellie get trained up after that 5-year time jump, I thought we'd get some Logan X-23-esque combo moves, team-ups with them fighting the infected. I would have loved to have seen that, but I guess that's never going to happen. Abby, I freaking hate, I guess I'm supposed to hate her from the writer's point of view, but... Joel saved Abby's life not once when he shot the infected off her, but twice when he carried her away from a horde on horseback. He saved her twice. Alright, sure, he murdered her dad. But he did it quickly, and he did it painlessly after her dad raised a surgery tool to him and threatened him. And of course, Joel was only killing people to save Ellie, who, unbeknownst to her, was being murdered. Abby chose to drag out his death, which I get from an emotional standpoint. She must be grief-ridden, so much anger towards this man that killed her dad in cold blood. But still, the scales aren't even. It makes me so angry. I'm gonna keep watching. I want to see where it goes. But I'm cautiously optimistic. My favourite character is gone. My gamer friends have assured me that there is still good story, and to be honest, some of the best story still to come. But for now, I can't help but only be cautiously optimistic. It has to be said though, despite my anger and personal feelings towards this episode, this is probably one of the best episodes of TV that I have seen for a while. Battle at Jackson was very well done. I loved Tommy taking on the bloater. That was really cool. The wide shots of infected getting blown up gave me kind of Game of Thrones hard home vibes. It was great TV from start to finish. And there you have it. Those are my thoughts on The Last of Us, in particular Season 2, Episode 2. I'm gonna save my rating until the end of the series, but for now, it's been a start. Also, be sure to check out my Letterboxd account. I'll often post TV reviews, movie reviews that can't make it onto the main YouTube channel. You can find that in my channel description. Also, be sure to let me know your thoughts on The Last of Us so far. Keep it spoiler-free for future episodes for any gamers out there. But I want to know, are we on board with this or are we not? And in the meantime, please subscribe for more reactions and reflections, and I'll speak to you all very soon.